The two caffeinated idiots you are about to listen to may talk about themes of murder, gore, supernatural, and aliens. Listener discretion advised. Oh, and also, there's nothing I like more than waking up in the morning and making a cup of coffee. Especially if the packaging has a cute waifu on it. Itasha coffee has a variety of flavors such as Beach Please, which is toasted coconut, a Sticky Situation, which is caramel macchiato, and my favorite, Goblin D's Nuts, which is bourbon pecan. There's also small mystery sample flavors if you want to be surprised and aren't picky. There's also a subscription known as Coffee Club where you can discover new flavors every month, and you can even choose between ground beans, whole beans, and K-Cups. Use our code Caffeinated Creeps Podcast for 5% off.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you!
Oh my god.
What up, gooners? Hey, bitches and bros and non-binary hoes.
Continue.
And now, your favorite hosts, me, Denise. Are you okay? And my trusty sidekick.
Bitch.
What? I'm genuinely so I was gonna say and for your favorite host, me. And I was gonna say and you.
No, because you just, from my perspective, I just saw you go, and your favorite host, me, and like the pause between you like introducing yourself.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was great.
Bro, it's been 2 weeks, you know, we gotta amp it up with the sillies, bro.
Ooh.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Say that again.
When I said that, I looked at Michael and I had the four sign up. I did a number 4 with my fingers because I knew he was gonna do the same thing.
Fuck you.
Oh my god.
That has been consuming my For You pages.
I
Both
had
Instagram and
tears
TikTok.
coming out of my eyes. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sweating.
I'm Vincent it, bro. Alright.
Was that our intro?
I guess.
Okay.
That's very us-coded, though.
Oh yeah, very much.
Very, very much. It's been 2 weeks. I'm to blame for both those weeks of not recording. And I apologize. It's just been...
Hectic.
very hectic and everything. I don't want to get too much into it. Just personal dumb stuff, like stupid shit. Nothing crazy, but we're back. I'm excited. My story is very short, by the way.
I got you covered.
But how do I say it? The killer has been captured, but we just don't know who it is.
Like, you'll probably tell me. Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, so this is basically the homicide of Brandon O'Quinn Raspberry. And, this is actually pretty recent. This happened in 2022. And then it segues to 2024. So, on January 8th... Wait, hold on. Let me take a sip. I'm drinking G Fuel. You know I gotta stay caffeinated. Can't be caffeinated right without the caffeine. Michael can't have caffeine right now because he has to sleep soon.
I was thinking about it.
It's not worth it, bro. Trust. You need sleep. Unless you, like, chug some right before you knock out. So when you wake up, you feel hella energized. I realized that that's actually a thing.
I don't know. I have no idea. You know what? Maybe one day I'll try it because I wake up sleepy as hell.
Yeah.
I gotta try far.
I don't know if it's for, like, sleep or for, like, naps. So that may be the difference. So this story is very frustrating and annoying, even though it's going to be small. And you guys are going to see why. I hope we can all come to an agreement. On January 18, 2022, the Gonzales County Sheriff's Office responded to Lazy J RV Park located in 85 Wild Meadow, Nixon, Texas, for a report of an unresponsive male at the location. The RV park owner received a call from Holmes Foods that one of his tenants, who had been working there for 3 months, had not reported into work in 2 days. The owner entered the RV after repeatedly knocking on the door and not receiving an answer. And that's when the owner discovered Brandon deceased. Responding deputies discovered Brandon O'Quinn Raspberry had been murdered, and he was only 32 years old. Brandon had been shot in the head 1 time. The Gonzales County Sheriff's Office Criminal Investigation Division and the Texas Department of Public Safety Ranger Division conducted the investigation. Several items of evidence were located, collected, and sent to the Texas Department of Public Safety Crime Laboratory in Austin, Texas for forensic analysis. Oh my god, that was long. And also, by the way, I literally got all this information off of the actual police report.
Mm.
Like, I barely put in any of my own notes because, like, it was just pull blank. I didn't even have to look at so many articles because every single article I looked at just said the exact same thing. Because of how small this case is, like, literally, like, I'm essentially just reading the police report to you. I mean, I tweaked it up a little bit, you know? And just an FYI, the RV park that Brandon was living in, he had just moved in there 4 days before he was found.
Mm-hmm.
So he had been in there 2 days before his murder. He moved in like 2 days before his murder. So, the investigators also wrote search warrants for GEO location data on Brandon's cellular phone, as well as any other cell phones in the area at the time of the murder, but that didn't provide any new leads. The results from his autopsy showed that Brandon was shot 1 time in the head and had 2 minor graze wounds, one on his right middle finger and the other on his left index finger. No other trauma was observed on his body, and the medical examiner concluded that the cause of death was the gunshot wound of the head and that it was a homicide, like it wasn't self-inflicted. Based on information gathered from the scene, witness statements, and the autopsy report of the medical examiner, was estimated that Brennan had been deceased for approximately 2 days prior to law enforcement's arrival. And like I said earlier, he had just moved into the RV park just 4 days prior. Mm-hmm. The case was eventually closed after talking to witnesses and following the proper channels, and it ended up going cold. Like, there was nothing they could have done. Nothing they could have done, nothing they found, nothing. It just completely went cold. No leads, no phone data, no, like nothing. He didn't have any enemies. His brother basically said that Brandon was the type of guy that would give the shirt off his back if he could. Mm-hmm. Like, he was a very, very sweet man. And he was very kind. So, it's just like, who would ever do this to Brandon, you know what I mean? Like, did he have somebody, was somebody out for him, you know? And the family really, really, really wanted answers. And they would get their answers in 2024, but it wasn't the answers that they were looking for. So, hold on to your seatbelts, y'all. On Friday, April 12th, 2024, the Gonzales County Sheriff's Office, the Gonzales County Sheriff's Office received a call from a Nixon Smiley Independent School District principal who reported a 10-year-old male student had threatened to assault and kill another student on a bus on Thursday evening, April 11th, 2024. So the day before. Mm-hmm. The school district conducted a threat assessment on the student, and as a result of the assessment, they contacted the sheriff's office, and a deputy was dispatched to the school to take a report and complete an investigation. When the deputy arrived, he spoke with school officials who informed the deputy the child made a statement that he shot and killed a man 2 years ago. Based on this information, the deputy contacted the county sheriff's office criminal investigation division, and investigators determined, based off of the information the child told the school, the child may have knowledge about the murder of Brandon. The child was transported to a child advocacy center where a forensic interview was conducted. During the interview, the 10-year-old child described in detail that 2 years ago he shot and killed a man in a trailer in Nixon, Texas.
What the fuck?
The 10-year-old child provided information that was consistent with first-hand knowledge of the homicide of Brandon Raspberry. The child stated he was visiting his grandfather at his house on the afternoon of Sunday, January 16th, 2022. It was determined that at the time of Brandon's death, the child's grandfather and Brandon lived in the same RV park a few lots apart. The 10-year-old stated he obtained a pistol from the glove box of his grandfather's truck, and he described the pistol as a 9mm pistol, which was dirt and army green in color. He informed investigators that he then entered the RV belonging to Brandon, and the child stated he observed Brandon sleeping in his bed and approached Brandon and discharged the firearm into Brandon, striking him 1 time in the head. The child stated as he was leaving the RV, he discharged the firearm another time into the couch inside the RV. The child then exited the RV and returned the firearm to the glove box of the trunk. The child stated he had never met Brandon and did not know who he was, although he had observed him walking around the RV earlier in the day. The child was also asked if he was mad at Brandon for some reason, or if Brandon had ever done anything to him to make him mad, and the child stated, on Friday, April 12, 2024, investigators were able to locate the firearm that was used to murder Brandon at a pawn shop in Seguin, Texas? Seguin? I don't know. Seguin.
I have no idea.
It's Seguin.
No idea.
Yeah, me neither. We're too stupid for that. The child informed investigators during the interview the gun had been pawned by his grandfather. Investigators enlisted the help of the Gonzales County Attorney's Office, the Texas Department of Child Protective Services, and the Gonzales County Juvenile Probation to aid in the investigation. On April 17th, investigators transported two spent shell casings that were collected from the scene of the murder to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms San Antonio Field Office for forensic analysis and comparison using NIBIN, which is the National Integrated Ballistic Information Network. Oh my god, these words are long. It was discovered the firearm that was seized as evidence was the firearm that was used to commit the murder of Brandon. Oh my god, and then this is where it gets frustrating. Because of the severity of the crime and because of the continued concern for the child's mental well-being, the child was placed on a 72-hour emergency detention, and the child was transported to a psychiatric hospital in San Antonio, Texas, for evaluation and treatment. Upon release from the hospital, the child was transported from San Antonio to the Gonzales County Sheriff's Office. Once at the sheriff's office, the child was booked in on charges relating to the school bus incident for a terroristic threat, and the child was placed in detention by the Gonzales County Juvenile Probation to await his court date at a later time. Because of the child's age, Texas Penal Code 8.07 states that a child does not have criminal culpability until they reach the age of 10 years old. At the time of the murder, the juvenile suspect was 7 years old, 1 week shy of his 8th birthday. Therefore, charges for murder will not be filed and cannot be accepted by the Gonzales County Attorney's Office for the consideration of prosecution in accordance with state law. And the family's just devastated. Like, they wanted answers, and they got answers, but he can't even be brought to justice because he's a fucking kid.
A young kid.
Yeah, a young kid. And that's where people are confused, like, oh, is it a nature versus nurture type of thing? But then now you have this kid, and then now you're really wondering, like, is it really nature versus nurture? Because, like, I don't think it was nurture because he was only 7. But then at the same time, like, was it really his nature?
I don't think it's as simple as...
Or maybe...
As something like that. As a black and white scenario like that.
Because at the same time, I'm like, could it possibly be nurture? Like, can something possibly be going at home? Because he threatened to kill a student.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like...
He knows the weight of the situation already.
Do you think so?
For sure. If he's threatening a kid like that, he knows what he's doing. He knows the weight of it.
Mm-hmm.
He, from what you told us already, you said that he was watching him, right? From like afar?
Not that he was watching him exactly, but he was like noticing. Like he noticed this guy.
Mm-hmm. And then he waited till like he was asleep.
I don't think he waited per se that he was asleep. He just grabbed the gun and I feel like it was just a thing of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Like he literally went into his trailer, saw that he was asleep, and then shot him. Just because. I don't know if he would have shot him if he found out that he was awake. Or maybe he would have. I genuinely don't know.
But already, I feel like he knew what he was doing. It's kind of like you grew up in a world, I feel like, where everybody knows what a gun is.
Especially Texas, dude.
What is capable of. Like, he grabbed it, he knew what it was capable of, and he still did it.
Exactly. Watch your kids. If you have kids, watch your kids, please.
And they said wash.
Wash your kids, too. It irks me. What, like, with this kid?
Okay.
That case is so frustrating. Oh, my God. Because it's so simple. It's like point blank period, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the answers you want. It's not the answers you want.
So, I have not horror, but spooks.
Spooks?
I have spooks. Took me a minute to decide what I wanted to write.
I'm excited.
Daisy gave me a good idea what to cover. The information's there. I know there's a video for it. I just can't find it.
Ooh.
Because it's like a 20-plus-year-old story.
I'm invested.
And it's like, it's small. It's fucking small. But I was like, maybe I'll save it for like a Creepy Caffeinated Chronicles or something. Because like...
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like, it's more urban legend-y, kinda. But it's still creepy nonetheless, so I'm gonna save that for the time.
I have a question. It's okay for us to cover, like, creepypastas, right? Like, on days that are not, like, Creepy Caffeinated Chronicles?
I think that's fine, yeah. I wanted to do something like that, too. I think I talked about it with you, where I wanted to cover, like ARGs, or analog horror.
I love analog horror.
I was gonna cover,
Because, like, I've been wanting to cover shit like Slender Man or whatever. Like, one of my favorite creepypastas ever growing up was, like, Ben Drown. Because I was a really big Legend of Zelda fan.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, there's just so much fucking lore. And I was like, I can't do it for, like, a Creepy Caffeinated Chronicles episode.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd need to have, like, my own, like, 40-minute, like, rambling episode, like what we do now. Like a regular app.
Maybe we can make like a whole third segment thing where we just cover either that or we keep it still in Creepy Chronicles.
Because creepypastas are all like, they're just fictional stories, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we can have it there instead. Because I wanted to cover the analog horror for Godzilla. I like that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like a lot.
I'm actually excited for the Shin Godzilla. I mean, the analog horror you're going to cover. I'm very excited now.
It's really good. I always liked it a lot. Because it's not what I would expect for an analog horror with Godzilla, you know?
All I know is that, like, it was created because of what happened, like, with World War II and stuff. With Hiroshima and
Oh, you mean
Nagasaki? Like the creation of Godzilla.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the horrors and embodiment of nuclear war. Like the monstrosity that came from using the bomb.
And then when when you told me that it was like dying down in like Japan, but then like the West was really into it, and in my head I'm like, of course the West would be into it. They're responsible for it. And I did like a massive like eye roll when I was like, when you were telling me that, I was just like, oh my god.
Well, we're sickos, like.
Hey, don't lump us into it. Don't lump us into it, alright?
That's too late.
We're American, but we're not that American, okay?
I don't know, I like apple pie a lot.
Shit, me too.
Right, so the only thing that was upsetting about this story is that there's a Ghost Adventures episode that I wanted to watch.
You can't find it?
I can't watch it without paying for something.
That's stupid.
So, I thought I was going to be like, oh, I'll watch it on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
They only have the 25th and the 23rd season. Like, what the fuck? And I hate that so much. But, yeah, I didn't end up watching it. I just ended up watching, like, a lot of YouTube videos and read articles about this. So, the Kings Tavern over in Mississippi. One of the oldest buildings in Mississippi, built in 1769. This old-ass building was originally made for the sole purpose of being an observation post, looking and watching over British outposts and forts, for it being a port town, like right next to water. Though a lookout didn't stop nearby merchants and boatmen from stopping by and having an occasional drink or two. Though it was built and housed by the British, after the Revolutionary War, the King's Tavern was not occupied by the Americans in 1776. For several years, this place would see wanderers of all sorts. Now, I'm calling it King's Tavern. I don't know what it was called before. It's going to get the name King's Tavern in just like a little bit right now. So in 1789, a New Yorker by the name of Richard King moved his family and into the hills of Natchez. I fucking hate the spelling of this of this town. Of Natchez. Natchez.
Mm-hmm.
And reformed it to be a business. King made it a tavern, an inn, and a post office hybrid, which was hugely successful. Due to nearby boatmen needing a place to sleep, King kept the third floor accommodating for these men. A place for locals and travelers alike, people would drink, socialize, and even open their mail together in this tavern. The business had made the Kings local celebrities of the town. Unfortunately, due to its popularity, the tavern would also draw in some unsavory outlaws who would use the tavern to gamble, rob, and even kill on the property.
Damn.
Two of the most famous outlaws to come from this town were the Harpe brothers.
The what?
The Harpe.
Harp?
Harpe.
Oh.
It was Harpe. When I was typing this, I was like, the Harpe.
Harpe.
The Harpe brothers. And then I was watching a video, it's like some lady going, the Harpe brothers. I'm like, oh! That's how you say it, okay.
It's like with Akon. And I'm like, no, that's Akon.
Yeah, that's Akon for sure. Oh my god.
Smack that. Oh, I love covering alien stories, bro.
I was gonna do an alien one too. I was debating on something with space, alien, or Men in Black.
We're both so Okarun and Momo coded, just platonic. Dude.
This is good stuff. But it's like
gotta keep it accurate.
Yeah. Alright. Now to get into a little bit of true crime for this short segment. This story, like I already told you, it revolves around two brothers, right?
Uh-huh.
So one called Micah, nicknamed Big, born roughly around 1768, and his brother Willie, also known as Little. Yes, their nicknames were Big and Little.
Standing next to each other, they made a number 10.
Shut the fuck up. Roughly born around 1770 in Orange County, North Carolina, by Scottish parents who immigrated into the U.S. from Scotland around 1759.
Uh-huh.
Prior to the American Revolutionary War, the Harpe family were loyal to the British Crown. Sometime during 1765 and 1771, their father tried to switch sides to the Patriot American forces, but was denied due to the father's previous ties and like his loyalty statements to the British. Mm-hmm. As children, both Big and Little were met with persecution, which led to them growing angry and swore they would take revenge on, quote, traitors.
Which were Americans.
Which were American patriots, yes. As years went on, political tensions rose between the Harpes and the Patriots. It got so bad to a point where one night, local... You know, I'm going to also just put a disclaimer out here. From this point going forward, it gets messy. Just a trigger warning. A lot of violence, murder. There's going to be mentions of rape going forward. So just going to throw that out there right now. It gets to a point where one night local revolutionaries kidnapped their parents and lynched both. Bless you.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
They lynched both the mom and dad in front of the boys. It was bad. Real bad. In shock and horror, the boys managed to escape into the woods and were not seen for quite some time. According to reports, the two boys were saved by Cherokees. Though I'm not gonna say 100% certain. Because we don't really know what they did in the woods. I guess it's according to them.
I think that's just a folk tale now.
I have no idea, but according to them, the boys, they taught them how to hunt, forage for food, for wild plants, lay traps. And again, I'm not sure how accurate the info is since this is part of their lives.
This is 1800s, so.
Yeah, this part wasn't really well documented.
No, that's 1900s. My bad.
Oh no, right? 1700s right now, close to 1800s.
No, because the 1900s is before 19 something. Is before the 19. Yeah.
I gave you. We're in 17
Oh shit! No, wait, hold up. Wait.
Where do you think the revolutionary?
Hold up. Wait, give me a second. I'm thinking.
Take your time.
Okay, just kidding. All right, we're in the 20th century.
We're in the 21st century.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! What the fuck?
This is why I should have paid attention in school. Sorry, I was too busy being abused.
Oh my god!
And wanting my mom's attention.
I gave you the timestamps and everything.
No, but I needed to think about it for a sec.
Okay,
is Michael correct?
First off, fuck you. Second part, what part are you confused on?
I'm not confused on anything. I confused myself.
Okay.
Pop off, King. Continue.
So according to alright, so again, I'm not sure how accurate the info is since this part in their lives wasn't really well documented. The Cherokee reportedly taught the boys to steal livestock, raid properties, and taught the boys various methods of torture to kill their enemies.
Oh, the biggest eye roll.
Telling you what I read, I can't tell 100% certain because...
I need a buzzer. I call racism.
So sometime later, around the... Fuck. Yeah, you need that buzzer right fucking now. Sometime later, around May of 1775, the two boys would travel to Virginia and work as overseers at a slave plantation. There, Big Harpe met two women named Betsy and Betty Robert, who later had their children. Little met a woman named Sarah, known as Sally, and got married.
Good for them, I guess.
Oh, man. No.
No,
I didn't... I'll tell you why, but I didn't add it in my notes. I'll tell you when I get there. so I didn't.
Did they assault them?
No.
Force them?
No. It's
worse.
Big is not a good parent. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't because this is a paranormal one, and it started to morph into a fucking true crime the more I kept writing it.
It's fine because I mean, like, obviously paranormal things. In order for paranormal to happen, people have to die.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's a true crime and paranormal podcast. It's fine. I don't care.
Okay. So this is where the trigger warning comes in right now. So not much is known about their activities during the American Revolution, but it is believed the Harpes were part of a gang called, and I quote, the Rape Gang, a predatory and violent loyalists of the crown who took advantage of wartime lawlessness by raping, beating, stealing, torturing, and killing anything and everyone who got in their way. It did not matter if it was a man, woman, or child. Regardless of any age, they killed.
That's absolutely deplorable and disgusting.
It is.
Holy moly guacamole.
You know, it's messed up to say that it's funny, but like later on in the story, they meet up with a group that's like they're hiding from Kentucky, right? Later on in the story, and they're like partnering up with this organized gang organization, and they fucking kick them out because they're taken aback of their fucking story.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta get the fuck out. Like, their actions made a gang, like a organized gang, like, you gotta get out, dude. It's fucking disgusting.
Because I feel like organized gangs still have, like...
morals?
Yeah, they still have fucking morals.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, yeah, we're gonna kill you and we're gonna rob you, but, like, you know, who knows? I don't know.
So, suffering some losses during the war, they fled to Tennessee, to some Tennessee villages west of the Appalachian Mountains. There, they would meet up with some 400 Cherokee members and started to attack Patriot settlements, which would be now known as Nashville, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Around this time, the Harpe brothers would spend their days traveling state to state, committing horrible acts, taking refuge wherever they can find it. The Kings Tavern being such a place. While down in Mississippi, they would take like rivers from Ohio down to Mississippi, using boats. They were essentially what they call river pirates.
Mm.
Yeah, that's usually like the name that they would give them during that time. That's where they met with this fuck, they gave the name to. I didn't write it down. This organized gang, and they would just use that the partnership basically to travel up and down. They would stay at the tavern and would sometimes stay at the foot of the hill of this town if they weren't welcomed. The Harpe brothers, as well as their band of river pirates, would stimulate the economy there, since there was an inn. They used it to gamble and all that kind of shit. So they were just throwing money into this economy. Alright, Big Harpe loved to drink. And one day while he was drinking on the main floor of the tavern, he heard the sound of a crying baby coming up from one of the rooms in the attic. Big Harpe stumbled his way into the room with the baby, barged his way in, took the baby from the mother's arms, and proceeded to swing the baby as hard as he could against a brick wall.
What the fuck?
Killing the baby. The mom was killed for screaming out towards Big Harpe. He went back downstairs and continued to drink as if nothing happened. This isn't the first baby he's killed either. He had his own kid. This is the part where I'm gonna interject another fact. He had, I think, 3 kids with his wives.
Wives, plural?
Well, Betsy and I think Betty, if I'm mistaken.
Did they share wives or what?
No, just he had 2, and then Little had the one. Betsy and Betty.
Mm-hmm.
So he had 3 kids. 2 were old, and then one of them was a few months old. When they were I think they were out, in the middle of trailing some of the states, where I think the baby was between 4 to 6 months. And one night, the baby was just crying, and relentlessly crying. And he killed his own kid. If I remember right, he slit the throat of his own baby. According to reports later on, that was his only regret in his life.
Oh my god.
He is a sick man. All right, now coming back to the main story, I did mention the family Kings were gaining popularity among the town at this time. They got big enough to the point where King himself thought he could do anything and get away with it. At the start of the celebrity status, it's believed that a 16-year-old girl named Madeline began working for the King family as a server. Mm-hmm. Soon, King would convince Madeline to start an affair with him. Of course, Mrs. King didn't like it. So one day, she would hire Big Harpe to kill Madeline. They weren't fully welcome, but these guys, if you gave them a price, they would do anything at this point. So it's reported, though I can't confirm it 100%, Mrs. King hired him to kill Madeline.
Why did she want to kill Madeline?
What?
Why did she want to kill Madeline?
Well, because she's sleeping with her husband. Jealous?
Oh, I thought Madeline was sleeping with Big. I thought that's what you meant. My bad. Okay, that makes sense now.
Okay, yeah, so let me just refresh that. So Mr. King mm-hmm. hired the 16-year-old server mm-hmm. and then started an affair with her. Mrs. King got jealous and supposedly hired Big Harpe to kill Madeline. Mm-hmm. Mrs. King would stuff Madeline's body behind the chimney of the main room. Several years later, the Harpe brothers would meet their ends. Big Harpe would be decapitated and would have his head placed on a crossroad in what is now known as Webster's County, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. That crossroad is now known to this day as Harpe's Head or Harpe's Head Road. Little Harpe was later arrested after the death of his older brother. He was tried and hanged for the estimated total of 50+ murders between both him and his brother. After the hanging, Little's head was cut off and placed on a stake at this town, the Natchez town, mm-hmm. Within the local forest trail. And basically that was just a big warning to any other outlaws that wanted to come in. They were done with outlaws at that point. Mm-hmm. With the invention of the steamboat being able to go up and down the river with ease, less traffic was coming through, which meant less people were visiting and using the inn. Years later, King sold the inn to a family named Postlethwaite, which had been for the family now for about 150 years. Many years later, in the 1930s, while the building was being renovated, 3 skeletal remains were found behind the chimney where Madeline was sealed, with a jeweled dagger found in her body. The 2 other skeletons were male, though it remains a mystery as to who the skeletons belonged to. It is rumored that Mrs. King agreed to help hide the 2 bodies of these men as a thank you to Harpe, as a thank you to the Harpe brothers when they murdered these individuals and needed a place to hide the bodies. Again, just a theory.
Speculation.
Mm-hmm. As for the modern day, the tavern was reopened in 2013 as a farm-to-table restaurant, but recently permanently closed its doors and remains closed to this day.
What?
Not to get into the hauntings. Reports...
Oh, yeah, I was too invested in the story. I forgot that it was paranormal.
There's so much, I cut out.
There was so much lore.
Yeah, there's a lot more that I was that's why I was I had to cut some of it out. It's becoming more true crime. I was getting too invested into that too. I was I should have just saved this as a fucking true crime. Anyway. So reports of heat can be felt emanating from the fireplace in the main area of the inn, even though no fire is ever lit. Cries and screams of a baby can be heard coming from the attic. And shadowy figures can be seen coming up and down the stairs of the inn. One of the first spirits to haunt the location is the spirit of Madeline herself. Reports call Madeline a playful spirit and loves to play jokes on staff who work there. Staff believe she likes to pull glass bottles off of shelves. Doors that have a hard time being opened will sometimes open in a slow and calming manner. Workers will then call out to Madeline, to which she will slam the door right in their faces. She's reported to turn on and off lights and faucets. When staff members are cleaning up for the night and begin mopping the floors, it's reported that Madeline will walk on the floor barefooted, leaving her footprints on the wet floor, walking straight towards whoever is mopping.
Oh, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. I'm like, Madeline, come on. Oh, bitch, I just mopped. The fuck?
There are also reports of a woman in old-fashioned clothing being seen through windows and mirrors. And finally, many people who have stayed the night and used the beds of the inn report that they can feel the bed being depressed, like
if somebody's sitting on it.
Like if somebody's sitting on it, and can feel the heat coming off of her. When they get out of the bed, guests can see a visible indent left behind by Madeline.
Oh, that's creepy. That's so creepy.
Mm-hmm. Though she is a playful and jokester spirit, the same cannot be said for the last spirit. Reports say that this spirit is full of anger, and many claim that it's evil. The spirit is of a man dressed in a black jacket and pants and wears a top hat. Guests and staff claim to feel stress and pressure around their shoulders and neck as if they were being strangled. He's also known for violently throwing plates and appearing behind people when they take pictures in front of the fireplace, right where the 3 bodies were found. This evil spirit will also appear behind guests when they are facing mirrors, and will even snarl at them behind them when they look at mirrors.
But he's wearing a top hat.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't align with the fashion from when this story takes place.
Supposedly he wears a top hat. That's all I'm saying. That's all I found.
That's weird. It's very weird.
Well, it was open every now and then. Remember that it was sold to another family, and it was still going on through that time.
Okay. No, yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It didn't just stop immediately after the beginning of 1800.
Mm-hmm.
It kept going. Many guests believe that this spirit belongs to one of the men that were found with Madeline, and is angry over the way that he was killed and sealed away.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Shit, I'd be pissed too.
The bodies are now properly buried, and I couldn't find the location, but they're buried properly now.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
They're finally put to rest.
Mm-hmm. And that's all I got.
It's a freaking angry spirit. I genuinely don't blame him if he happens to be one of the victims that were stuffed in the chimney as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's very weird. It's sad, the baby. You can hear a baby crying in the attic.
Yeah.
Madeline, she seems pretty chill.
Yeah.
She'd piss me the fuck off if she was really walking barefoot when I just mopped.
I mean, the her footprints, they appear and then they disappear pretty fast, apparently. There's I should have wrote it down here. I was going through Reddit to see if I can find an encounter, a first-hand encounter. Mm-hmm. Though I feel like sometimes I can't trust it 100%. There was somebody who said that they worked there, and that when they have footage of the refrigerator doors, when they in the kitchen, just forcefully just swing open. I'm okay, that's interesting, but I'm I don't know if I'll talk about it.
I'll take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I'll take that one with a grain of salt.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that story. That was very interesting. I don't know. I like stories from 1700s and everything.
And of course the Ghost Adventure crew was there, but I couldn't see that episode. I would have loved to know what they went through.
Especially Zach.
Oh yeah, that would have been interesting.
There are some things in this world we might not truly understand.
He looks pretty douchey in that episode too. It's unfortunate.
When doesn't he? When doesn't he? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just rushing through those notes. I was like,
that top hat still bothers me. I'm sorry. That's so weird.
Well, that's
such a weird
look,
fashion choice.
I don't know. Look, that's what the report is. I can't tell you 100% if it is.
Like, if you can choose whatever attire you want to be when you're a ghost, what kind of outfit would you wear?
You know what? Just like a full on like black pants and black trench coat to the point where like it covers my whole like hands. You can't see my hands. I think I would also do a hat too.
You'd be looking like the no loitering, or like those, you know, like those signs that you see like on the street of like the guy in the coat and the hat, and it has like the red circle, and you'd look like that.
Hold on.
You look like
no. There's a specific look because okay, here it is. This is the look.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
I love that.
That's the kind of look I would go for right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably look like Sadako from The Ring.
I can see that.
Somebody just meow.
That's what it sounded like.
It sounded like Daisy.
It's either that or I just like show up with like beachwear attire, just like beach shorts, like and open up like flannel with like fruit designs on it.
Flannel with fruit designs. Either I'll be Sadako or I'll try to look like an angel with wings, but devil horns.
No, you know what? I'll just I'll come back just dress up as like Captain America and be like, "Why didn't you heal me? Why didn't you heal me?" I was also gonna. I don't know if you remember, but I talked about the like the cow's head story that I've been trying to look for, and it is Japanese like origin. But apparently the story is telling the story of the fucking cow head. It's like the Monster Mash did. Like the Monster Mash song isn't the Monster Mash. It's a retelling of the story of the Monster Mash kind of shit.
That makes sense.
So I was like looking for it, and no one's fucking telling the story. I'm like, okay, so it's one of those bullshit things.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, the point I was trying to make that. Nicole was like, you gotta stop doing Japanese stuff. I'm like, it's not my fault. A lot of that shit's interesting.
I have a tendency to cover a lot of like Japanese stories and stuff like that. Like there's one story that I really do want to cover that's a Japanese story because I just feel like it's very rough. It's probably one of Japan's worst stories ever. But at the same time, like, I really don't want to cover it because at the same time I feel like, I don't know, like, something about this case just bothers me where I feel like I just shouldn't share it.
Is it true crime?
It is true crime. I think her name is Junko or something like that. And she was basically kidnapped by 3 classmates. Yeah. I've been wanting to cover it, but at the same time I feel like I shouldn't. Like, I just get the vibes that I shouldn't cover it.
I thought about covering that one too. It really is just like a really sad case. Cause
I have looked into it and I have seen like, how do I say it, like videos on it. Cause I have been wanting to cover it, but like, and it's not a trauma thing. Like, believe me, it's not a trauma thing at all. Where I feel like I can't cover it. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's just something like in my chest, where it's like this is one of those stories that you just should not cover. I don't know if it's like divine like intervention that's just telling me not to or something. I don't know. But I just have the feeling that I just shouldn't cover it. I mean, if you want to cover it, go for it.
Continue.
I don't want to watch this shit. Fuck.
It's because I can't find... That's been like all over my feed, but like it's
Now give us your land in exchange for the whole moon. The founding hunters. Should have been Eliza, Angelica, and Miku Binder Thomas Jefferson. Why do they sing like they are running out of time? Appleton lyrics. This is not serious, by the way. The creator. We are British voices strong, stealing like.
Let me send it to you.
Huh?
Want to send that to you?
Yeah, wait, hold on, I was still reading it. I cackled audibly. I wonder what the Saja boys would look like. Native Americans? I don't know, bro.
Gotta be the British.
No, because the British are the hunter, the saviors, the heroes. That's why I'm thinking the Saja boys would be the Native Americans. I'm not saying that they're the villains, you know, but obviously, like, in this scenario. What in the red, white, and blue? That's actually just Zoe's outfit when she isn't singing. She's the only American. She's the only fucking American in the group. Ben Franklin with the key and the kite. His magic weapon, I guess. I like it being Native Americans with the founding fathers did make it the United... Shut the fuck up. Go sit in a corner. I don't give a... Alistair. Of course you'd have a fucking Alistair profile picture. Their Golden Honeymoon song gotta be the entire soundtrack of Hamilton. They matching around singing Yankee Doodle. Bring her so funny, please don't go bald. Bro, but actually imagine this concept, but with their wives instead. I know this is unserious. Shut up. Un chiste verdad. We will take what powers the honeymoon the most. The land.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking shit. I'm so angry that these are so funny and I'm not smart enough to come up with any of these. OMG, I love the American musical Hamilton. Patriots. Hear me out, the Schuyler sisters are actually hunters. Real talk, these guys murdered the original hunters and set up shop on top of their honeymoon. And then shipped hunters from other continents to do their demon hunting for them. And now the descendants of these founders wonder why they have no rhythm. Ooh. I was expecting something more like this. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna tell my kids this is Hamilton.
It's because there's another... Let me try to see if I can find it. I'm so glad I saw this one after I saw the other one. But it's like people doing their own renditions of...
I love watching those videos. This genuinely took me the fuck out. We gotta steal what powers the honeymoon. The land. The land.
Ooh.
That was too good. Can you please send it to me?
Yeah, I did.
That's too good. What the fuck?
See if I can find like the actual one that I like.
Okay, wait. So I have context for anybody. I don't know if you're gonna take this out, but basically, if you've seen K-pop Demon Hunters, what's it called? I'm not gonna explain the synopsis of it, but a lot of people have been drawing what the K-pop Demon Hunters would look like if they were from like their countries.
Fuck yes, that's what I was going with. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you were gonna say?
Well, that's what I was trying to show you.
Yeah. And
this one, right? Like the one, like this is the one you saw.
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Did it swipe? Oh no, I haven't seen this one. What the heck? This is gorgeous. I have not seen this one. I've seen one that's Mexican, but not like native Mexican. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it was Mexican at the same time, kind of like the Mexican like dress, like traditional outfits or whatever, but not like native like Mexica like that.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. Well,
that one's beautiful. Can you send that to me too? Mm-hmm. Oh, but the video he showed me is, I don't know why, I just thought it was gonna be something very sweet, but so people are making it for their own countries, and this person did like the founding fathers as the huntrix, which were like the people that say the heroes. So that's why I was reading the comments and everything, like, oh my god. The soundtrack for Hamilton. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's so dumb.
There's a Japanese, I think it was a Japanese or Korean horror movie that genuinely scared me when I was younger. And I just looked it up right now. It's called White. The Melody of Death.
Ooh.
And basically it's about these girl bands, this girl group, and they're not getting famous. Like, they're kind of like falling off, or like they're trying to debut. And like in their, how do I say it, in their room where they like their rehearsal room, it's like those dance rooms where like they have like that big ass mirror wall.
Mm-hmm.
One of them ends up stumbling upon like a VHS tape, and they watch it, and it has like nothing on it. Like, I think it just is white, if I'm correct. It has nothing on it, but when they see it, it's like a melodic song that is so beautiful. So they decide to steal that song and to steal their music of whatever was on this tape. Because they can't find it anywhere else. It's just this tape. they steal their music, but turns out that that's like the song of death, that slowly the members of the band just start dying. Like, horrible deaths and stuff. Like, I remember one time, I think she literally sang herself to death.
Shit.
Yeah, and then there's another one, I think she, like, got, like, they were, like, recording on set. But it's only the person that was the lead. Whoever was the lead would end up dying first. And then one died, so then the other one would lead. And then that one would die, and then the other one would lead. I don't know. I remember it freaked me out when I was younger. I'm pretty sure if I watched it now, I wouldn't get as freaked out. But when I was, like, 10, I was like, what the fuck is this? I think it was on Netflix. I'd check, but Netflix is being stupid. They're like, are you really who you say you are? Oh, no, just kidding. Hold up. It opened. Let me see if it's on here. I doubt it, because I saw it when I was, like, 10.
I think it would be wrong for me to cosplay as Bobby.
No. Cosplay Bobby, bro.
He's, like, my second favorite character.
Who's your first?
Zoe.
Oh, hell yeah. I think Zoe's everybody's favorite. I don't know. I just love Zoe and Mystery so much. They're so cute together. That video I sent, and I was like me and somebody's son one day. Alright, I think this is it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is it. So, this is our outro. Goodbye. I'm just kidding.
Goodbye from your favorite fucking host.
Oh yeah. Goodbye from your favorite host.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
Yeah, and then
and then my sidekick over here.
Yeah, this is your favorite little slut. Just call it.
He's just in the corner.
I'm already in the corner.
That's why he's in the corner.
Yeah, I'll believe that in. Fuck it.
Yeah. No, but dead ass. no, but dead ass. Follow our social medias. Caffeinated Creams Podcast on Instagram. Even though we rarely post, we should probably post more often.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Mr. Butternubs on Instagram for Michael. Caffeinated Ray, I think _ caffeinated _ Ray. I don't know. If you search up Caffeinated Ray, you probably see me. And then for TikTok, it's the strongest ASMR enjoyer for him. And then it's just Ray Haitani for me. And I don't post much either. What I really want to do is I want to post my gameplay, but then post like snippets of like my favorite, like highlights of like my favorite episodes, like as it. But it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to do that because then I'd have to be like listening to it like from the beginning, you know, or I'd have to listen to a whole episode and then just like cut like clips of it.
Oh yeah, that's pretty hard
to add the audio. Yeah, it's very hard. Very, very hard. Very hard. Anyways, I gotta get better at learning how to do that. Because I'd love for us to have like a separate project too where we just geek out about like nerd shit, like anime and stuff like that. Anime, comics, you know, whatever. But I feel like it wouldn't be fair to you for you to edit like 2 episodes in 1 week. I feel like it'd be cool if like, oh, like I'll record it, don't worry, and like I'll edit it for you.
Mm-hmm.
So we can just like work on our own respective projects at the same time.
If I can just get like 3 days off, I would kill doing like 2 episodes. Like I could do it fine. Mm-hmm. I just need like having 2 days off is just not enough for me.
Yeah. It's just rough for me too because my sleep schedule is so inconsistent. Mm-hmm. It's very hard for me to plan days off accordingly. It really is hard because I try to stay up and then there's times where I genuinely can't. And then my mom gets upset at me because she's all like, oh, well, you could always stay up and everything. Like, you always used to do it. Like, why can't you do it now? And I'm like, because I'm getting older? Like, I don't know. I was like, there's just days where I can and then there's days where I can't, you know? Mm-hmm. It's rough. And then plus it's summertime, so it's very hot and sometimes it's very hard for me to sleep. Even though I have, like, blackout curtains. Like, it still makes it hard for me to sleep because of how hot it is. I don't know. I can't wait till it's winter so I can just hibernate.
Dude, same. I'm not even sleeping in this room. I'm sleeping in our guest room. Mm-hmm. Just because it's cold in there. Like, earlier this week, I think it was Tuesday. Like, I slept fine in here Monday. And then Tuesday I tried sleeping and I was sweating, tossing and turning. Yeah. I'm like, I can't do it. And I just ended up sleeping in what was my previous room. Uh-huh. Alright. we should wrap this up.
probably wrap this up.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. It's late.
It's late.
Michael has a bedtime.
I do. I hate it.
I also have a time because I have to work.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.